Gonna do a quick run through of doing a little dethatching today. We've got a lot of thatch from all the rain that we just got. We got a little over 2.5 inches of rain the last couple days and built up a ton of thatch in the yard and lifted it up. So I have busted out the little SunJoe and we're gonna put it to work, seeing if we can't clean up some of this mess and pull out some of that dead grass that's still down there in the Bermuda. So with that, sit back, enjoy a little SunJoe action. Alright, well, good morning. This is the next day after using the SunJoe to dethatch the Bermuda, and I just wanted to kind of show you guys what that looks like. This is the first time I've done a dethatching. I've verticut with the SunJoe and had some success last year, but I wanted to try to pull up some of that dead grass and give the yard a little bit of a cleaning and maybe get some of that thatch out of there and just see kind of the overall health. So let me flip this camera around and you can see it actually looks pretty good. The green up is definitely happening, although I keep cutting all of it off every time I scalp it down a little bit lower. I'm trying to decide on what height of cut I want to go with, but it didn't really tear the lawn up too bad. It's definitely nice and thick. As you can see, a little morning dew on there. In some of the areas where the lawn's a little bit thinner, you can definitely see a little bit more damage, but I think at the same time, you know, the Bermuda is actually in there. I have a little bit more common Bermuda in this area too, and you can kind of see some of those runners mixed in with that hybrid. So I think overall the dethatching was probably a pretty good success. I'm hoping the lawn won't be as spongy as it has been in the past. This area over here which is probably the thicker stand that I have in the lawn. Typically when I'm mowing it, especially with the roller on the cow trimmer, you can actually feel it kind of wanting to float on top of the grass. And I can tell that I've definitely pulled a lot more thatch out of the lawn, and I'll probably watch it pretty close this year, maybe do another verticut, you know, into spring, right before we go into the heat and hardness of the summer. So all in all, the lawn's looking pretty good. I wish I could say the same for my poor bushes back here. They're definitely still struggling from the that winter storm that we had. Although they are alive, I'm not seeing a whole lot of activity from them at this point. So that is that's gonna wrap up this this third episode of 2021. Definitely appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed, would love to have you hit that subscription, like and comment. Let me know what you're working on, what you're struggling with this spring. This weekend I'm planning on getting down some new fertilizer, so I'll probably talk a little bit about my experience working using that. I got it from Yard Mastery, so it's the new their new fertilizer, so we'll talk a little bit more in depth about it. And I've got some other projects I'll be working on, so lots to do. Love the springtime. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend, and we will see you in the lawn.